The Season 3 Reloaded update here in Black Ops 6 brought us a solid buff to the HDR, increasing both its damage and rate of fire. Its damage profiles are now in line with the LW3 Frostline, the rechamber animation has been reduced, and overall is a much more consistent feeling sniper. Oh, the Nosk! Hell yeah. They just crossed over, and my dumbass. Oh, there's the triple. I should have just quadded that! Oh my god, I should have just hit a quad. What's going on, guys? It's Rage, and once again, welcome back to some more Black Ops 6. Like I was saying in the intro of the video, earlier today we had the Season 3 Reloaded update here in Black Ops 6, and the way that they buffed the HDR was kind of in the way that I was expecting them to. The two biggest things when it comes to the HDR here is, once again, they align the damage profiles to be more in line with the LW3 Frostline, and I guess the SVD as well. It now does 104 damage to the chest instead of 102, and overall, with the amount of time that I've put into using the HDR today, feels a million times more consistent, getting very rare hit markers with it. And now they did say it in the patch notes that they had really smoothed out the rechamber animation, but I wasn't really expecting that to count as an increase to the rate of fire. Because by default now, as you guys can see, I don't have rapid fire on it, but by default, or if you're using FMJ or overpressured rounds, the rate of fire is 36 rounds per minute, which is what it was originally with rapid fire. Now with rapid fire, it's still a 4% bonus, but it goes up to 38 rounds per minute. Just to go ahead and read this here straight from the patch notes, they're saying, "We've seen a lot of player feedback about the HDR feeling weak in multiplayer. As with all the Season 3 weapons, our primary goal was to be as true to the original feel of the HDR as possible, but this presents some challenges when adapting it to a longer time to kill. We opted to maintain the HDR's great handling and limit the one-hit potential to the upper torso and above. Based on your feedback, we are increasing the damage of the HDR to help improve its consistency. The new damage profile matches the LW3A1 Frostline. We are also reducing the chamber animation to interrupt time to be more intuitive, which will help address some of the perceptions of the weapon not firing when it looks like it should. With these changes, we expect the HDR to sit very favorably within the sniper class. We want each sniper rifle to have its place within Black Ops 6, so we will assess the balance within the class as the season continues." I kind of see again what they're going with and trying to keep it more in line with Modern Warfare, because the ADS speed on the Modern Warfare snipers like the AX50, the HDR, were actually pretty quick and comparable to just that overall faster time with really everything as far as handling and TTK goes in Modern Warfare 2019. But the rechamber animation was so slow, the damage was almost always a one-hit kill. But when you compare the HDR to something like the Barrett, I would honestly I don't know if I would say they should make the damage profile like the AMR or like the Barrett, but I was thinking maybe something more in line with like the LR762. I would think something like a middle ground between the LR762 and the AMR would make the most sense, just given the base fire rate of the HDR. Having the same damage profile as the Frostline when the base rate of fire on the Frostline is 45 is very generous. Like, the Frostline is great in this game, but considering on the HDR you're firing 9 rounds less per minute, I feel like because of the slower fire rate, you would want to have a higher damage profile. Just makes a little bit more sense to me. So as far as the damage profile goes, something between the Barrett and the LR would probably be more ideal, but I think one of the biggest kickers here with the HDR is the fact that the quick draw grip is extremely generous on this. The more that I realize it, I kind of see what they're going with making it like the Frostline, because the quick draw grip gives a huge benefit. Without the quick draw grip, it's a base ADS speed of 530, but when you put the quick draw grip on, it's a 13% bonus, bringing it down to 460, which is one of the fastest ADS when you compare it to a lot of the other snipers in the game with quick draw grips. It's 460 milliseconds here with the extended mag 2 on, but if I put extended mag 1 on, it goes back to 440. Because of that slight difference, I decided to try putting extended mag 2 on just to see how it would go over. But again, this is the main build that I'm running here on my HDR. And the thing is, overall, I would say we're in a really good position right now with the way that snipers are being handled in Black Ops 6. All of the snipers feel great. They're all really fun to use. And this HDR update today has been so much fun. I streamed the game for 8 hours today. I streamed it for 8 hours, and I'm pretty sure I'm now closing in on 2,000 kills with the HDR. I was sitting at a little under 1,000 kills, or just about at 1,000 kills with it. Thing is as well is that basically all throughout the Black Ops 6 lifecycle, like, the main thing that I play is 10v10. And obviously trying to go into 10v10 and hit clips with the HDR, if I'm not trying to hit collateral clips or just trying to hit any sort of multi multi-shot, unsplit clip, 6v6 has been the best move for that, and it's just been really refreshing to play that today. Thing is though, for me personally, despite the lobbies being extremely sweaty, it's been a nice new challenge with the HDR just because it feels a little bit more viable now. Again, given its rate of fire, I still don't think that rapid fire is really worth using on it just yet. Like, maybe if they were to adjust it one more time. Thing for me and why I've really enjoyed using it is because it's just a nice 6v6 heavy bolt sniper to try and hit something with. It's pretty challenging in a similar sense to Cold War with the ZRG. Like, you go into 6v6 with the ZRG in Cold War to try and hit some clips with it, and we are getting absolutely demolished in this lobby right now. Nah, they can have it. With that alone, it's definitely brought a whole new feeling in just trying to use it, so the HDR has been pretty solid with that. Now, I know I was just saying this with the whole rapid fire and using FMJ, that I don't feel like it's really worth using rapid fire right now. I don't think I've already mentioned this, but unfortunately, I didn't get to do some collateral testing today with it, just to see how the damage profiles line up with hitting collaterals or anything like that, but I did hit that triple in the intro of the video, so I would imagine that the original setup that we've been using this whole time anyway, using the reinforced barrel and using FMJ, is still really good for hitting collaterals, just hitting that triple earlier too. I don't know if it's in Scope's video or if Scope has already uploaded his video, but people were telling me that he did collateral testing. You can hit a 5-in-1 on stationary enemies, but when they're running, it was only a collateral, which is very weird. That is defying the laws of Call of Duty science when it comes to hitting collaterals. I don't know how that happens, because from the beginning of time, I've explained it a million times, but collaterals just work better, will register better if your enemies are facing you and running towards you. So again, I'll definitely have to do some collateral testing on it when I get the chance to, but everything right now, just judging off the one triple that I hit, I also saw that Merc Music earlier today hit a triple on this map, the new map here, Signal. If triples and whatnot are being hit, I think we're okay as far as collaterals go. Oh my god, yeah, this map is already reminding me of some Cold War face-off. I was saying that Lifeline, when that came to the game in Season 2, that was really reminding me of Glabucco, but no, this map especially is Glabucco. I will say though, the setting of this map actually is really cool, being set in the number station from the end of the Black Ops 1 campaign. It's a really cool concept. You can swim underwater here and everything like that too, but this is kind of cool. Truthfully, I haven't really spent a whole lot of time playing face-off, which is something that I find kind of surprising considering how much face-off I did play in Cold War. It was one of the things that I really loved about Black Ops Cold War at the time, because even if the regular multiplayer like 6v6 or 12v12 was getting way too obnoxious, face-off in the skill-based matchmaking was pretty obnoxious, but face-off was a nice change of pace because you didn't have to worry about the score streak spam in that. Plus, not to mention, I mean, the face-off maps in that game were amazing. They were so much fun. And I feel like, again, I really should play a little bit more face-off in this game because the face-off maps in this game too are pretty solid. I was saying it like 5 seconds ago, but I think I have to take back that comment on it being like Glabucco. The only reason why I say that is because when you catch the spawn, catching them in this spawn right here, for example, or again just on the opposite side where they just spawn into like no cover, that's like Glabucco. But this map here actually has like a little bit more depth to it on the sides and being able to go underground or underwater. Also, I just picked it up for the first time, but yeah, this is the new SMG, the Ladra. That was bad. Ladra here is basically the return of the Spectre from Black Ops 1. This guy's already got an Abyss. Oh my god, he's insane. He's also level 1000. I respect that, bro's level 1000. Already got an Abyss. That guy's a gamer. Also, huge respect on the Prestige emblem he chose. Yeah, look at this thing with Abyss on it. Yo, my man is a gamer. Look at this guy. Speaking of which, here, the event in the game, the High Art event. It's another XP event that we got in the game. We got Seth Rogen in the game. Less than 5,000 XP away from getting it, but yeah, again, the Ladra, basically the return of the Spectre from BO1. Oh, this is not a good sign. I joined into this kill confirm game. I hear a Dreadnought. Oh no. Enemy Harp inbound. Enemy Dreadnought. Yeah, no, you can have it, man. That's your lobby. This map, Haven, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have struggled quite a bit on it. I don't know if it's because it's just this really tight map. Like, a lot of the corridors and lanes on this map are super tight-knit. Definitely not very ideal to be using something like the HDR or just a slower, heavier hitting sniper on. I don't know, I feel like the more that I've played this map, I've really tried giving it a good number of chances. I don't know, I'm just not vibing with this map very well right now. Not clicking with it super well right now. Again, maybe it's just because I'm using the HDR, but I don't know, I've just been getting destroyed on it. For what it's worth, when you look at the overview of this map, it is a very solid 3-lane map. There's actually like places where you can run around and flank. Maybe I again just need to play it more and I don't know, play it in the modes that I really enjoy it more, like hardpoint or domination, to really get a better idea. But TDM and kill confirmed on this map, I'm not gonna lie, I've been getting really lost on it. Now again, I'm not saying saying that it's a terrible map or anything like that. I'm just still definitely very much learning it. Usually that's how that tends to go though. Like once you play it a time or two, if you have a really good game on it, oh dude, it's a great map. You have a really bad time on it, oh, this map sucks. It still isn't confirmed though that this map was taken from Sledgehammer. We're only going off of that just because the key art for it, when they were showing it in the original blog post for Season 3, it had that red hue, that red outline to it like all of the Modern Warfare 3 maps did, compared to the orange hue that the Black Ops 6 maps have, so it just kind of goes hand in hand. And I think what's going to be really wild as well, overall, is the more we start to learn about COD 2025 later this year with the supposed Black Ops 2 sequel, that Treyarch is making that game, so if all of that holds up, it's really going to make a lot more sense that with how slammed Treyarch is, that they were having to take maps from Sledgehammer. Like, it makes sense. I know we'll definitely talk a whole lot more about this as the year goes on and as we learn more information about it, but I can't imagine that that was the plan all along. To have Treyarch do 2 straight years, kind of similarly how Infinity Ward to do 2 straight years of Modern Warfare 2, then Modern Warfare 3. Fortunately, Sledgehammer stepped in for Modern Warfare 3, but I was wondering, like, maybe Raven or somebody was going to handle COD 2025, but so far that's not the case. At least so far with the information that we have currently. Now, what this map really does remind me, though, of is Mansion from Cold War, which was that face-off map. It really does feel like an expanded and more intricate version of Mansion from Cold War.
Hardpoint. Enemy UAV down. Eyes on enemy.
Oh my god, if that hit, dude. It was some really good shots right there. I almost hit that man with the Jeff Hardy Swanton bomb from the top rope. Oh, awesome. Got a DirectX error. Okay, that's great. But yeah, like I was saying though, I don't know. I feel like the new map Haven, definitely the best way to play it's on hardpoint. Maybe I just need to play it more, but let me know what you guys think of the new maps. And also, obviously, with all of this being said, go ahead and let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think about the new HDR buff? Personally, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, playing something like 6v6 all day as compared to something like 10v10 has been kind of a nice break, and I feel like going into it with a new challenge, trying to use the slowest sniper in the game and trying to hit clips with it, it has been a lot of fun. It's really nice that the HDR is a lot more consistent. It definitely feels like it actually has more of a place in the BO6 multiplayer when you compare it to all of the other snipers, because previously, again, with it being so weak and slow and inconsistent, there was almost no point to use the HDR when you compare it to something like the Barrett or LR762, SVD, or the Frostline, especially considering the Frostline got a huge buff. In comparison to the other 4 snipers here, it was just so outclassed, so I see the way that they're going with the HDR right now. I think it's in a really solid spot. I think that really all of Black Ops 6 sniping is in a really solid spot. So yeah, again though, with all that being said, go ahead and let me know down in the comment section below, what do you guys think about the new HDR update here with the Season 3 Reloaded update? And just, again, go ahead and let me know your overall thoughts on the update, and also as far as Warzone goes. I do want to check this out because I know they nerfed it in Warzone, just hitting the ADS, but I'm glad they didn't touch the damage for it. Once again though, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, it's Enrage, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care, everybody.